Well, hello my baby gorillas, and twice in 2 days, I must be on a roll. So I'm back at the Bamboo Palace, and I was thinking I would tell you a wee bit about me and my coining of the phrase reverse racism and what reverse racism actually means. Now, the thing about race is it's only the human race. So anything that involves somebody talking about race is obviously a racist. So if you're discriminating based on race, you're a racist. It doesn't matter if you're discriminating for and against. Now, define race. What is a race? There are different ethnic groups, but there is only one human race. So what does that mean? That means that all of the racist theory is only for racists. So it doesn't matter if it's left or right. If you're discriminating based on arbitrary characteristics on, say, skin colour or ethnicity, and collectivising and putting it in a category, you're effectively de facto a racist. But this came in through people who are racist, who believe that in a race that people are different races, that these people are bringing this critical race theory. So like National Socialism was a left-wing ideology that believed in racism against other minorities out with the ethnic group, whereas reverse racism, this was misinterpreted. When I told people about reverse racism, that they didn't understand it and didn't get what I was actually talking about. So reverse racism is about racism against your own race. So you then start to discriminate based on race against your own race, i.e. reverse racism. A lot of people who I was debating with on the left didn't seem to grasp this and thought I was meaning about people who may be a different colour discriminating against white people. So or a different melanoma, the melanomiums, the people with higher melanomium count were discriminating against people who were more translucent. And that wasn't the case, but they had already, within the critical race theory and this racist Marxism that came out of the Frankfurt School, that they have based political ideology on race, and that it's okay to be racist against white people. This is other white people being racist against white people, or it doesn't really matter what race, and I'm using the word race which you all know what I'm talking about with the word race. But I mean, when I'm talking about race, I mean the general topic that we actually know and understand. I believe there only is one race, and we shouldn't be basing policy on race. So the critical race theory is obviously a racist ideology, and a lot of the leftist Marxists that have been the cultural Marxists, which, because obviously Marxism led to the death of 100 million people, have been indoctrinated through the university system in America, and it also helped lead to the rise of National Socialism in Germany before the Frankfurt School got kicked out and went to, I think it was Columbus University in America, and then permeated through the academia, and they were racist, wanting to overthrow Western liberal democracies to replace it with Marxism that has never worked anywhere. And now they're using race to try and destroy America, and these reverse racist white people who want to be racist to other white people predominantly, but not only, thought that I was meaning that it was like black racism, where black people were being racist to white people. And if you look at South Africa and look at the socialists in South Africa who are now being racist to white people based on the socialist principles, that it's okay to be racist to white people. I'm using race in the sort of general political parlour that you'll understand, although there is only one race, the human race. And Tim Poole did an excellent question, and when he was at the Wall Street protest, he said that he was saying that white people couldn't speak and know your privilege, and that he didn't know where to go because he was half white, a bit like Laura Chen as well, that he was half white and half Asian, and he didn't have a place to go, and so all these mixed ethnicities, I'll use ethnicities rather than race, because these people are not a different race, they're part of the human race. These people had mixed ethnicities, but because cultural Marxism is fundamentally a racist ideology, just like National Socialism, that he had no place to go in this critical race theory, which is good. President Trump did exactly the right thing and scrapped it. So reverse racism is the discrimination of an individual by their own race, and that's what reverse racism is, not which was picked up because the left are a bit stupid. When I was actually debating with them through Facebook, which have obviously banned me as well, part of the globalist, corporatist globalist agenda that are using the cultural Marxist as their political tool, as we've seen in America just now. They're not the same group. The corporatists are utilising this for the globalist one world government and using it as a tool. So yeah, Tim Pool's always talking about civil war, but I would doubt that was going to happen. Although postal ballots is there, it shouldn't be allowed unless under extreme circumstances. It's far too easy to corrupt the political process, as we've seen with Ilhan Omar, who looks like she's trying to corrupt the democratic process in Minnesota. That she's missing Somalia that much, she's now got Minnesota looking like Somalia. Oof, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So, what else was I going to say? Yeah, I think that's about it. So reverse racism is the discrimination by your own race against you on the account of your race. But obviously the people who don't look like you are not a different race, they're all part of the human race. So all people who follow race-based policies, whether it be left or right, usually left, because both communism and this cultural Marxism is left, and National Socialism was authoritarian left as well, are actually racist. Woof! I hope that got it clear.